Yep, the ground here is definitely damp. You can see the sand. Now we're just about to go into the beginning of April. Then we get a little bit of rain that gets us through to the third week of May. Then this all ground will basically stay damp and never dries out until late September, maybe even late October, if we have go into like a La Nina or a wetter 10 years. But we've been in an extended El Nino for the last 14 years. Or the so-called millennium drought that's gone on further than they expected it would be. But yeah, and this is a time when the bulbous, cormous and tubous plants start growing, sort of thing. So, but over in Western Australia, of course, the break in the season is like mid-March, with the monsoonal beginning sort of thing coming across all the way across the Indian Ocean, of course. So it's different over there. The season is much more extended. It's almost like 8.5, almost 9, sometimes almost 9 months on, and 3.5 to 3 months off, sort of thing. Whereas here, it's the other way around. It's 5 months on and 7 months off, if that. Sometimes, if we go like in El Nino years, it can be shorter than slightly short, like 4.5 months on, sort of thing. Yeah, so it's the other way around. So we're always planning to get into the season and do all the trips and things like that. But the season's almost over before you've begun, sort of thing. And of course, with the Australian sort of mentality, you plan everything during the dry, and you try to do everything during the wet, and those two periods are months apart, sort of thing. Half a year apart usually. You never get to do everything you wanted to do in the season here, whereas over in Western Australia it's the other way around. Basically you're on and you're only off for a short amount of time. The problem is you're staying off over there. You're in this sort of mode of fantastic season. I think it's staying off, whereas here it's trying to keep your pecker up and stay on and in the mood, sort of thing, while you're waiting for the season to begin. So yes. Anyway, as you can see, a bit dry under there compared to the surface, but eventually that'll go all the way down. And yeah, so there you go, the beginning of the season. I suppose I better get down to sorting the seed in these next few weeks as we head towards the third week of May, and then it'll be all go here, sort of thing. Hop in the car and start a whole New Year's worth of field trips after that shitty year I had last year. No thanks to who. Anyway, and from what I've been seeing on my TV, it could be the beginning of the humble beginnings of World War III. You never know. What with this Cyprus banking thing, it always starts in an almost innocent, trying to do good sort of way, and it all goes pear-shaped. You can trigger these things off. I mean, you get some bloke, Archduke Ferdinand, that gets shot because they've had all these bloody treaties that side with everyone. You end up going to war and having millions upon millions of people just being killed over one person who got shot in the head. Oh my God. You just wouldn't believe it, would you? You would not believe it, would you? Okay.